bit of an update. For those that aren't aware, we're looking to make our way out to EVO Japan next year. Hoping to get out there, so it's gonna be a good old time. But we actually got an announcement for 3 more titles that came through. This was officially posted up on the official EVO Twitter. This was yesterday? Yeah, like last night at 1 a.m. or something like that. So 3 more titles have been added to EVO Japan 2023. We've got GranBlue, Melty Blood, and of course we've got some Virtua Fighter 5. And then, the 2 questions came up. Was like, oh, crazy, Virtua Fighter 5 still getting supported, which, there's kind of another follow-up tweet about this. And then the follow-up question is like, damn, DNF is just getting done dirty, like, everywhere.
Okay,
so we're just gonna dig this. Let me just dig this right back up.
I can fucking clear the grave and just let people know. Okay, so first things first. Virtual Fighter 5 is so fucking big in Japan.
It is. It actually is.
Yeah, so this making it as a main stage game,
not really surprised.
Not surprised. Exactly.
Not really.
This game goes fucking hard. All right. And I still like this game. I'd rather probably watch this over DNF Duel. Japan. Now, second, Japan doesn't really have a tremendous amount of players playing DNF Duel like that. There's a very select group. And the same goes for Korea. So for people traveling out to EVO Japan for playing DNF Duel, realistically, it's not meant to be on the EVO Japan list because it's not an Arc Revo stop. So unlike our EVO, which was fucking poorly showcased, it was an Arc Revo stop. So I don't think they really invested into the EVOs this year. And I think that's something we'll see next year because they're doing Arc Revo. Sounds like EVO. So I'm not really pressed about this. Plus, they haven't really been putting out content for our game. And it's right around the time that there's a fucking update. So no, I mean, I don't realistically, well, no, technically it's not. But, I mean, realistically, I would imagine they're going to drop characters and other shit around this time because everything seems really delayed for them. So am I everybody's expecting this game to, blow up and be super big. I'm like, all right, first off, it's a fucking niche IP. Second, it wasn't at EVO. I almost wanted to say EVO America. It wasn't just at EVO. Naturally on a stage. So did I expect EVO Japan to have it? No, not really. I mean, they did the big Arc Revo thing in Europe, which was kind of like the big thing for Japan to go to. So, and then they're gonna have some Asia qualifiers and whatnot. So I don't really see this as being a spot that DNF needs to be. And I think these games are absolutely bigger right now. I mean, GranBlue is getting a lot of buzz. Melty Blood's been doing really well since their patch. Unfortunately, boring ass Guilty Gear Strive is doing fairly well. That shit is boring. If you like watching Happy Chaos Mirrors all day and then seeing someone do spin to win, that's on you guys.
First of all, I don't know.
I'm calling it like it is.
I don't know what Anji you're seeing anywhere just spinning the win.
Oh no! I didn't say that character. There's another character likes to spin on the floor.
That's called Beyblading, brother. There's a difference. But also spin the win, kind of. Yeah, that is kind of spin winning. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is just coming. I'm biased. What can I say? I'll body whatever character's in front of me. But
can you just show up to the lab and win once?
I'm not trying to also see. Yeah, Gats all day and just go swinging all day because it's round 1 and then it's already a guessing game right there. It's like, oh, I guess I died next round.
I will say EVO Japan to me will probably be different just due to the fact that Japan has a wider variety of players, and because Bridget's out, we're going to see a lot more of her. I'm okay with probably watching EVO Japan for Guilty Gear a little bit, but I'm more excited. I see all these lists of games. I could always say Tekken 7 is always going to be hype, but realistically, and nobody gives a fuck about Street Fighter 5. Don't know why it's still in rotation. They should just play the beta for Street Fighter 6 at this point. King of Fighters is actually the thing that piques my interest next to Virtual Fighter 5 here. Strictly because KOF is really big in Korea. It's really big in Japan. And there's also accessibility for a lot of the other countries that have been actually moving further into this game because it's become more accessible for them to play. And it's just a world-renowned game that actually has done well for a long time, the series itself. So I think this is a really big game over if we're looking at Japan. I mean, do I think a lot of Americans are going to go? Maybe, but I could see a ton of South America. I could see probably some European players that we never even heard of come out of the woodworks. But I feel like Japan, I feel like Asia as a total, you see a lot more players for KOF. So I can say this whole setup looks normal to me versus like people saying like DNF Duel should have been in. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I actually don't agree. For once, I actually don't agree with that. I don't think DNF Duel should be there. At our EVO, it should have. 100%.
Listen, I'm not going to knock KOF because I think that's the only game we've ever covered in the amount of time we've been doing this that somebody, at least in the last 10 years, have been stabbed over a KOF game in an arcade.
Which is cool.
And it's only been over KOF. It was like KOF 93 or some shit. Like, somebody got stabbed for that. Like, I was like, they go in. I didn't need to hear nothing else. Ever since we did that article, I'm like, man, you ain't gonna see me fuck with nobody. Like, no Rugal. I don't want no problems.
I'm playing all low tier, and I'm gonna definitely lose every time just so that I don't win and they do stab me for
don't nobody want to get this. Yeah, don't nobody want to deal with that. KOF that's your life right there. You put more up than your quarter. All right, so come to think about it, I don't know if that guy survived. Should probably
no, he did.
Did he? Okay, I can't remember.
I remember they said he did survive.
Okay,
and
cool.
that sucks.
That was a lot of blood on that picture. All right, for my OG listeners, you know what we're talking about. So we've got the lineup that's been posted up, and registration has been announced. It's actually happening later this month. It's gonna be on the 20th. It's gonna be opening up 12 o'clock JST time, which is like 2 o'clock our time. JST to EST is 14 hours ahead, so yeah, that's 4 o'clock our time. 4 o'clock in the afternoon here out in the East. It'll be 1 p.m. for my Pacific homies. It'll be up and running. I guess we gotta make sure we make our registration, right, for those that are gonna go, and that's how you confirm, right? You register, then you're good. I forget if this is this free?
I don't know.
Because I remember in the past, like EVO Japan was free. You weren't charged because due to the betting laws and such. But actually, we'll find out when it actually goes up. More info, of course, at evojapan.gg. We're gonna go check that out. But yeah, we've got our updates, and who knows? Maybe we'll get something else. Maybe a GranBlue rollback announcement. Who knows? Oh, but actually, the follow-up tweet that I meant to bring up. This was quote tweeted afterwards. From Gosokyo on Twitter, making a reminder. Virtual producer Aoki recently revealed that he turned down an invitation to participate in EVO. This is America EVO, as Meza said earlier, 2022, due to not wanting to show up without anything to announce or answers for any questions he'd inevitably face. But that when he does, he won't be empty-handed. So the fact that Virtua Fighter's here is supposed to kind of also be the flag of like, expect to hear something, maybe something about Virtua Fighter, the Virtua Fighter esports, and with Sega and such. Like, are they gonna come up with announcements at a new version? Possibly, we don't know. But that was like the big kind of exclamation point that kind of hit a lot of people. Was like, hey, if the producer doesn't want to show up, it's because he doesn't have anything, and he doesn't want to do that. Going to Japan, and Virtua Fighter's gonna show up, maybe he's gonna have something in his pocket.
I think more producers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I think more of them should do that. Like, if Harada goes, I'm not showing up because I have nothing to fucking give you, but even though he'll show up and just tell us he has nothing to give us. But, like, if they have nothing to give us,
I wouldn't
just say it.
I wouldn't think they would show up, like, spend the money. I mean, sure, they want to be at these events. They still want to connect with the communities and such, do QAs, do panels, all that stuff. That's normal, right?
But I'm saying, about your stance on whether or not you don't have shit. Hey, you don't have shit. At least we know we're not getting our hopes up, and I'm okay with that.
That is kind of true. That is kind of true. Yeah. Like you're saying like showing up to an event and going like, I hope something comes up versus going to an event and actually hearing from the producer like, yo, I'm here. Don't expect anything though. All right, cool.
How would you feel if a producer showed up like for, I don't know, and like if Ed Boon showed up and he's in some new type of costume for a character that we're like, yo, is that a new character costume?
He's like, it's just me, Ed Boon. This is how I normally dress. I'm just showing up.
I just don't care. I'm not producing anything for you guys.
Like, what?
If he at least told us, we'd be fine with that. But if he didn't say anything, he stood on the stage. He was like, thanks guys for playing Mortal Kombat. See you next year. the fuck?
Drop the mic, walk away, and be like, no, dog. Ed Boon was the worst example you could have put out there. That motherfucker,
I'm sorry,
he would do some shit like that. It'd be like, yeah, I'm going to show up. Oh, I lost my USB. Guess I got nothing. And then he'll just like walk away.
Like, we can expect that shit from him, and I'm okay with that. Like, just like Harada, we can expect him to be outspoken and say, nah, you're not getting shit.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Like, the ones who aren't, like, kind of like how, you know, virtual producer Aoki is, like, I think that's really, I actually appreciate that, because I was actually going to, like, oh shit, they might actually announce probably like Virtua Fighter 6 or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. But, you know, hey,